on Saturday.
So you guys make
Yeah,
it
and it will stay in buckets for months. So if you needed to come back and do a repair, and you save a bucket of this stuff, man, it's good for months. Okay, as long as you keep the air off of it. So that's got fiberglass in it, and what it does, that fiberglass keeps it from alligatoring. I don't see any handy here, but alligatoring, if you see it, it's where it just pulls back. There it is. This is alligator. It's like the back of an alligator, okay? But the chopped fiberglass in it won't do that. So what happens is they spread that, they got that on real thick, and then when it dried, it pulled itself apart. It didn't dry it up. So the chopped fiberglass will never alligate, okay? The other product they're putting on is called Agile Barrier. And that's an Agilast, not a Western colloid product yet. They should pick it up. But it is actually like a water-based liquid rubber. And it's the most waterproof stuff on earth. I don't know, have you ever seen a guy build a shower? Tile shower?
Yeah.
Okay, they put Red Guard around recessed soap dishes. It's the same stuff as Red Guard.
Put it on the hardy board, right?
Yeah, put it on the hardy board, right. So it's the same stuff as Red Guard, but it's black. So, and it'll dry, that stuff will be dry in an hour, you know, out here.
That's what I was telling me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty amazing stuff. And if you have a ponding area that you're going to roof and deal with, and you can't, we've got a new leveler coming out, but it's not being shipped yet. But you see that stuff on the wall? That's the old-fashioned leveler, and it's just like brick mortar. It's not waterproof. It doesn't stick very well, and it was a waste of time whenever they did there. I mean, the water was going. The blower picked that up and broke it. You know.
Yeah, remember when y'all were removing the gravel, that mortar that was all around there?
Yeah, and so that was kind of stuck down until I got hit with that blower. But that stuff is heavy, and a lot of ponding comes from relaxing joists and trusses. Okay. Well, if they relax because of weight. That stuff is heavy, 94 pounds per square cubic foot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you add more weight, and sometimes you put that in to level it out, and it just went down more. So we've got a lightweight product coming out, but the best thing you can do right now is seal it off with that rubber, that Agile Barrier. Okay, and Josh and his guys, they're going to come in, and when we spray that, they will really put a heavy coat there. Okay,
And I'll build up on that area where
we want to make sure now that
fiberglass extra right there. Cut the asphalt off, and then I'll show you.
and so they've got to go around all the penetrations in the next 3 days here with the fiberglass and the 800, and hopefully we'll get a bunch of roof edge done too. So we can get that done. But, okay, the third product that we're putting on is 800W. It's elastic cement. It's water based. The stuff we deal with doesn't have fumes. It's not flammable. There's one product that is flammable. You're seeing how he's flashing that. He's putting down a good coat underneath the polymat. And you don't go chintzy with this stuff. There's no future in trying to save money on that product, okay, at all. He's going up the side with it. Then he'll come in and he'll lay in that fiberglass reinforcement that he's pre-cut. Different guys do it in different ways.
When you're doing a small penetration like that, this is the best way to do it, because if you try to go all the way around it, it just balls up worse. So get a little material on there, and then just start on one edge.
There you go.
Work it down into the material.
Yeah, you don't want to see two things. You don't want to see the weave on the fabric, and you don't want to see what we call a fish mouth. A fish mouth is the edge of the fabric sticking up. Okay, no fish mouths on any of the fabric, whether it's the mat that we're laying out or around here. Now, fish mouths are repairable, but you can see what he's doing. That is flash, and that is so much better than metal flashing. Metal flashing, of course, is not waterproof. This has to be embedded in something. But that stuff, every time you use it, it's a custom fit for the shape. Okay, it's a custom fit for the shape. So that's your 800W, and that stuff is very, very elastic, very stretchy. If you do a roof repair with it, though, it has to be coated with something else. 720 arc that we sell, acrylic roof coat, because it needs to be protected from sunlight. Now see how he had a wrinkle, but he worked it out, and it doesn't matter if it overlaps like that. So he's done that a lot.
So is there a specific height where he has to go with the cardio strip?
Not really, but I wouldn't do less than about an inch, which he's doing there. He's doing at least an inch. So
Up the penetration.
yeah.
Yeah, up
An
to,
inch and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
just in case there may be ponding in that area. If it gets any higher than that, it's going in the boot, but it's not going to. But I mean,
But when we're done, that vent will be white. It won't be silver anymore.
see, that's a fish mouth right there. That's why I cut them into the small strips, or like over here. You see
Yeah.
how I pulled it and it just opened up. So you got to push those down in.
And then he can flatten out that wrinkle.
Doesn't matter if it-
Yeah, it don't matter if you've got a wrinkle as long as you flatten it out.
No, it's embedded in this 800, and so once it dries, man, it ain't coming up unless you're cutting it.
How long does it take for that to dry?
With
You know
on a
that-
day like today, it'll be dry by tomorrow.
It'll be rain dry in a couple of hours,
Yeah, it'll have a hard crust.
but it
over
won't. It'll be soft underneath.
And when I do that,
For total drying time is probably 72 hours on that stuff.
So you only put one layer around
the
You-
fabric,
Yeah, one layer of fabric is all you need to
and
do.
then once this is dried tomorrow, I'm gonna have one guy going around with an 800 bucket doing the third layer of 800 on this.
Oh,
He won't need poly tape or anything. He'll just go around with a handful like what I just did and try to make it look even smoother than what I'm getting. So he's just basically gonna be doing detail
Yeah,
work
we
in
want
there.
it to be
Tomorrow, I told them to go out about another 4 inches with the 800 and make sure that it's smeared down in there, because this stuff on that gravel, I mean, it smears down real easy.
So you're doing that in advance, kind of show them what you're going to do.
Right. This is what they're going to do tomorrow. And then that way, when we hit it with our poly fiber and the asphalt emulsion, that's a heck of a good.
3/4 of your leaks come from those kind of things. These things here, and see, this really isn't flashed. And when you put the old roofing in there, there's one over there you can really see it, but sometimes it'll just pull